Let's get ready to rumble! Let's get ready to rumble!
All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, one sec. What's up with this? Okay. So, slight technical difficulties here. You know, it's been a while. It has been a while since we've been on the stream. My headphones ain't working for some reason, and my soundboard ain't working either. Well, my quote-unquote soundboard, just the two sound effects, hence the lack of a it's time. So yeah, how y'all doing? Oh, good morning. It's been a while. Been busy for the week, so we couldn't really stream. It's our first stream for the week. We back though. We back. Potentially there might not be a stream tomorrow either. We'll see. But you know, whenever I can, I'll be here, innit? So yeah, that's that. But yeah, welcome. This is the New York session stream, taken as part of our Road to Funded series. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you get anything of value. And don't forget to turn on that notification bell, because we are live every weekday, Monday to Friday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. That's 12:30 p.m. West African time. With that being said, let's get into these charts, yeah? Okay. It almost feels like I'm lying with the here every weekday, huh? Because we weren't here every weekday, but you know, these things happen, y'all. These things happen. You know, but once we go funded though, once we get that 100K in funded, then yeah, it's gonna be full time. Yeah, and then we here every day, even Saturday and Sunday when the markets are closed, just chilling. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's get into the chart. So this week has been pretty nice in terms of movement. There's been a lot of movement, right? So I haven't been on stream, but I have still been looking at the charts, of course. Yeah, I took a few trades, not yesterday, on Tuesday. I took a few trades on Tuesday during agent session. Pretty decent trades. I'll update the current profits. We're actually in profit now. We're about $100 up, or 70-something dollars up actually. Yeah. So yeah, there's been a lot of movement for the week everywhere. I mean, yesterday gold just dumped, right? We had this whole big push down on gold, and even Monday, Tuesday, right? We had some volume in the markets as well, so it wasn't just yesterday, right? But yesterday we had this huge dump to the downside, right? Yeah. So there's been a lot of movements. There's been a lot of movement in the markets for this week. Unfortunately, we weren't here for most of them, but yeah, let's see if we can get something today, right? Let's see if we can get a piece of the pie today. Cool. All right, I haven't done this in a minute, huh? All right, analysis, GJ. Let's start off with GJ here. Okay, so I mean, GJ, since we tapped that level, I remember there was a brother here that had I think he had sales from 200, right? He had sales from 200 or something like that, right? And I remember we were saying, like, when price made that initial rejection from this level to push down, I believe he closed, I mean, not so much in not as negative, right? He closed in drawdown, right? So he had a loss, right? But not as much as it would have been, right, if it hit stops, right? Because I think he said he was about to blow the account, but price rejected off here, started coming down. And even back then I was like, hey, you might as well close now, right? Because what's the guarantee that price is gonna come down to 200, right? And at the end of the day, there's nothing that says it could or it couldn't, right? There were possibilities for either or, because we did recognize that in the past when we tapped into this level, we rejected pretty hard, right? That's why you can look back here, you see this monthly candle. See this monthly candle rejected at that exact same level, right? And then it came all the way down here to about, what is this, 192 areas, right? So we understood that could have been a possibility here as well, right? But I mean, hey, now we know, right? Now it's playing out, right? If my brother kept his if he never closed that position, yeah, he'd be eating right now. From 200, what is this? This is about 300 and something pips, 400 pips, but all that is hindsight, right? That's all hindsight, right? Who would have known this would happen, right? So I mean, I guess if you were really big into fundamentals, you could have let me not say predicted it, but I mean, you could have yeah, I don't even know what other word I would use apart from predicted, but yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be a surprise to you, let me say, right? Maybe if you were aware that the Bank of Japan most likely would have had to intervene, right, infuse some value into the yen, that type of thing. But yeah, let's see what happens though. But we are rejected down here though. If you're gonna mirror this move exactly, you're gonna come down to around 192 areas. Whether you are gonna mirror this move exactly, we don't know yet, right? It's a possibility, but it's not a guarantee, so we'll see what happens. But for now, we are still coming down here on the monthly. Our next level here is our next major level here, I would say, is about 194.4, right? 194.5, around those areas. All right, price has found support there in the past. Yeah, we do have some wicks below that as well, but yeah, price has found support at that level in the past, so we'll see what happens there. With this rejection, what did I say? 192. Yeah, so that 192 area is pretty that 192 area pretty could be, yeah, that's a possibility, but we'll see what happens though. Moral of the story is we are coming down here though. If we're gonna mirror that move exactly, you should expect to see 192 areas get tapped. If not, maybe we reject on the earlier at an earlier level, but we'll see, right? We'll see. Actually, I could probably move this down here. Yeah, 193. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. Man, like, nice. Wagwan, bro. How you doing? All right, moving on to the weekly. So I mean, it's pretty much the same story down here, right? We're just melting. We're just going down, right? I mean, you have the fundamentals from the Bank of Japan and the infusion of the yen, right? Interest rates, all of that stuff, right? all that hoo-ha that I will not get into lest I mislead everybody and myself. But yeah, the gist of it is the yen, the value of the yen is pushing up, right? It's being pumped up, or it's been sort of buttressed by the Bank of Japan. The exact specifics of that I could not tell you. I could not tell you. I'm not a big not big on the what would I call that, the market jargon, or I don't know what I would call it, but yeah. But yeah, let's see. So I mean, the weekly coming down, there's really not much to say, to be honest. The weekly is coming down. Our next level again, so our next level of potential rejection here is about 195.2 on the weekly, right? Yeah, so most times price tends to tap here at least minimum, right, once we enter this range. So look at all these candles that are coming down from the top, right? Most times when price enters this range, we tend to tap the bottom of this range, right? We tend to tap this level at least before we reject to push up or continue pushing down, right? So I mean, here we drove straight through, here we tapped it, rejected a little bit, drove straight through, tapped it, right? So you should expect to see this level get tapped at least. As a, yeah man, 2nd of July, right? Yeah, I actually saw the news. When did we take that loss? Yeah, there was a what is it, we took that loss, I believe that loss was, I know it was a Thursday, I think it was on the 12th or something like that, or no, on the 11th or the 4th. It was either the 4th or the 11th. We took that loss, right? Remember that loss we took? It was like price just melted, right? Price just melted out of nowhere, right? And it just took us out, right? Just killed the whole account, right? So I mean, that explains at least the volume, right? Not to say that the move was valid, or you know, I mean, again, I would have taken that move again, right? I mean, we went over the move, I would have taken it again, but yeah, I mean, it just explains why price melted the way it did, because I didn't even think to check the yen index, right? At the same time price was melted, the yen just shut straight up, right? So yeah, there's a lot of fundamentals at play on that one, and currently, right? So yeah, that's what we're seeing on GJ. Anyways, UJ is also being affected by that as well. Yeah, so next level of rejection here, I do think we're gonna see 195.3 get tapped minimum, right? Minimum, I think we're gonna see 195.3. We're pretty close to that though. We're not too far away. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how we can take those sales going down. I mean, in this type of market, I'm not really looking for any buys. I mean, if we see the buys, I'll take them, but you know, most likely gonna be short-term buys, right? Nothing too crazy, right? We really need, I mean, look at these daily candles, bro. 1 2 3 4, so four daily closures bearish back to back, right? And on the 4-hour, I mean, we'll get to the 4-hour, but I'm sure on the 4-hour that's like a bunch of candles closing bearish back to back. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so this daily now, previous daily close bearish. So if I put this here, the previous daily close bearish, technically still supporting or respecting support, right? We were coming down though, we didn't create much of a top wick, so at any point now this could just come down and flip and reject, right? Where did I say this? So I said most likely we're gonna tap 195.2, right? That's the weekly level. If you look here on the daily, right, look here on the daily, you see this candle here, right? See this candle here, before we continued pushing up, before we started to before we continue this uptrend, this is where we came down, right? We came down to that 195.2 area to create a bottom wick, right? To grab some liquidity before we continue to push up. So if in fact this candle on the daily is gonna flip, which I highly doubt it's gonna flip, but if it is gonna flip, our plausible bottom wick areas would be around this 195.2. So we'll see if we can start taking those sells towards there. Let me see, let me move this back, And actually, it's 195.2. Yeah, so you do also have price driving down from 195.2. So that level is held as support and resistance. So if you have the opportunity to take the sells down towards 195.2, then depending on how you react, right, if you don't reject, if you continue to push straight through down, where that early entry you have is probably safe. So you could actually have runners off of that. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. Yeah, apologies, I'm just sort of moving through the charts right now, just because I mean there's really not much to say, because there are a bunch of levels, but even these higher time frame levels are pretty I don't know what the word would be. They're pretty and they're pretty wide. Well, this is a daily level, so I guess that's to be expected. Or maybe it's just because I haven't been here in a while. Gotta take off the rust. Gotta take off the streaming rust, the talking and analyzing rust. But yeah. So I mean, bottom line is we are looking to continue to the downside, right? We're currently at this support here, 196 level, 196.3 level. Let's see if we can start pushing down now, right? You look at the 4 hour, right? This is a steady drive down on the 4. Steady drive down on the 4, right? Look at that structure, right? I mean, would you even consider this structure? I mean, you have all these temporary pullbacks. So we'll see how that looks like on the hourly candle, but sorry, on the hourly time frame. But yeah, this is almost it almost just melts, right? It almost just, this doesn't even seem like it's forming much of structure on the way down, right? I mean, you have these pit stops, I guess, right, that price can really target, right, in terms of grabbing liquidity, right? So at any point here, we might just reject, come up, take out any of these highs, because now you have some money, you have some orders sitting here, you have some orders sitting up here, you have some up here, you have some up here, right? So at any point in time, you could just see a huge top wick, right, tapping into any of these levels and then just drive down, right? So we'll see. We will see. Okay. Yeah, you just gotta love price action, huh? So the 4, so currently our 4, we closed bearish, respecting this support here, or this level here. Closed bearish, then we closed bullish, still respecting, but you came down and tapped the lower level here, right? Last time you came down to tap this level, right? Last time you came down to tap this level, you ended up rejecting off this level and pushing up, all right? So you had this bullish closure, respecting, came down, tapped into that level, took out these lows of the previous 4 hour as well. So at any point here, I mean, we have an hour left for this 4 hour candle to close. So at any point here, this could flip and fill this range. So most likely, if we flip on this candle, I would say minimum, if you take out these highs of the current 4, I'd say minimum you might, I mean, we'll go down to the hourly time frame, lower time frames, to really see what this level is looking like, or what this range is looking like on the lower time frames. But if you take out these highs, high possibility that you tap into 196 or 197, sorry, 196.95, which is the 4 hour level, right? And then also a possibility you fill this wick, and another possibility you continue to drive up, right? So all of these are just possibilities right now. There's no really, price hasn't really shown me what it wants to do per se, right? I mean, we're speculating we want to continue going down, but how are we going to go down is the question. All right, we're going to come up first, grab some more liquidity on some at some higher levels. What are we going to do, right? So we'll see. But yeah, you are sort of having a pullback here, right? Your price is coming up a little bit here, but definitely no buys as of yet. We need closures for the buys. This whole 4 hour candle would really need to flip for me to take some confident buys, at least for like continuation, right? We might have some short-term buys off of that, but for a continuation, like a move to actually drive up, yeah, it's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a minute. So this level I have here, what is this? This is a 4 hour level, yeah? Or actually, no. What is this level? Why do I have this level here? Yeah, sorry. Oh, it's a daily level. Okay, it's a daily level. Cool. All right, so on the hourly, I mean, you have resistance right there. You're currently coming up to resistance. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting hourly time frame. It's an interesting one. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. All right, interesting. Okay, so I mean, you're currently coming up here. All right, you're currently coming up. But if you look at the hourly, you look at the 4 hour, right? You came down, like I said, right? You came down, tapped into this level that you have driven off of in the past before, right? You have driven off this level in the past. So I'm looking at this right here. Let me see, where is that? Yeah, I'm looking at this right here. But look at the formation here. You came up, right? Tapped this level, came back down, tapped this, came up here, tapped this, did the same thing, and then boom, boom. Right? I'm talking about, so I'm talking about this move over here, right? This move over here, right? So you came up, tapped down, came up here, tapped here, boom, and then boom. Right? So now if you're looking to the left, if you're looking at what price is currently doing, right? If you're looking at what price is currently doing, right? We've come down here, right? We've come down, tapped into this level, right? Came up, tapped into this level, boom, came down, right? Came down on this current 4 hour candle, tapped into this level, took out these lows. So what this is telling me now, right? If I'm not even looking at this, if I'm not trying to mirror any moves to the left, what this is telling me is, okay, we came down, held support, price came down, tapped into a lower level, rejected off of that lower level, closed bullish back into the range. Now we came down, took out those lows, and now we're ready to start pushing back up, right? That's what that's telling me. But if we're looking at it through the lens of mirroring this move to the left, all right, boom, now we're here, right? Now we're here, we've tapped this level. You see this rejection and where we're currently at. This is where we're currently at. We're currently at this up move, right? We're currently at this up move, right? And we're sort of hovering there. You see price is starting to reject off of that level now, right? So we're sort of hovering here. So if we're at this up move, what are we gonna expect after this? If we're gonna mirror this move exactly, what are we expecting after that? We're expecting this, right? We're expecting a push down. And where did this push down to? Right here, right? These levels here. So if we're gonna mirror that move exactly, we're gonna see a drop to these levels here. I mean, if it plays out, it plays out, right? I will be looking to take those sells. But yeah, so if we're gonna mirror that move, you should expect to see a push down towards those levels. But again, no entries yet, just a bunch of speculation, and we'll see. All right, we'll see. And I mean, if you're a cowboy, you could literally sell right now, right? I mean, that's gambling though, right? I'm just saying. I mean, I'm trying to appeal to all types of audiences, right? I know we got some gamblers here. I know we got some gamblers that tune in. Got a couple extra million, just trying to feel the thrill of the action, right? So, you know, if you gambling, I'd say take a sell right now and, you know, just watch this melt, right? If you're gambling. If you're not gambling, you might wanna chill out first. Let price really tell us what we want to do, right? But it's looking like a either or, to be honest. Like I said, there's an argument for this setting up for the buys, and there's an argument for this being a setup for the sells. All right, I would prefer the sells because it's sort of it's in the direction of the trend, right? It's in the direction of the trend and of fundamentals and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, I would prefer the sells, but you know, whatever we get, we take. Whatever we get, we take. We got about 5 minutes left for a closer though, so for hourly closer. Yeah, even if the hourly closes above 196 here. Even if we close above this level, I can't really take a buy. I mean, I can, but I'm not going to. Yeah, I mean, all things being considered, it's gonna be a closure above, right? It's gonna be a breakout. So it's gonna be a breakout. Let's see, 4-hour eating up. So you might flip on the 4. Very possible you flip on the 4. Let's see. Bottom wicks. Yeah, if I'm gonna take that closure, I'm gonna need a good bottom wick. I'm just trying to see where would I expect what type of a bottom wick could convince me to take that. There's this right here. Yeah, you got multiple instances. So you got this, right? You got that, and you got this. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see how we close in about 3 minutes here. If we close above on the hourly, all right. If we close above this level on the hourly, I'll wait for a bottom wick. All right. I'll wait for a bottom wick to tap into this level here. And then I'll wait for the break of the highs, and then we can take some short-term buys going up. But yeah, for now, we'll see. Anything can happen here. We could get the buys, we could get the sells. Anything is possible. All right. What was I about to do? I was about to do something important, I think. What was I about to do? Pretty sure it's not the gold analysis, but since I can't remember, might as well move to gold analysis. Okay. All right, Goldie pushing down there, huh? Let's see. So monthly on gold, or the month on gold. I mean, so we created those all-time highs, and then we've been rejecting, right? So this is sort of to be expected. Whether this candle is gonna flip now before the end of the month, I mean, we got 6 days left, right? That's pretty crazy. No, 6 days left, crazy. Yeah, so we got about 6 days left for the end of the month. I mean, the monthly ain't doing. Sorry, I'm bugging. Yeah, so the monthly is coming down now, right? This is to be expected after creating that all-time high, right? Price tends to reject right after creating that all-time high, so that's what we're looking at right now. Go down to the weekly. So the weekly closed bearish. Previous week closed bearish. Current weekly, we've created that top wick. Looks like we're continuing this move down, right? So even if we're gonna continue pushing up here, right, I reckon most likely we're gonna take out this low, right? So you see this wick, you see this weekly candle wick right here. So not last week, but the week before that, this wick we left here, most likely we're gonna fill the rest of this wick. All right, that's probably be a tap into this moving averages, right? If you see now, if you tap into this moving averages, right, if you test this moving averages, right, take out these lows, test this moving averages, and you see price reject, right, and you sort of see the what is it, the short MA, the short SMA sort of spike up, right, with this. Let me not speak too much on the indicators. That's more just an added confluence. Let me not speak too much on that, but yeah, most part, or bottom line, I'm looking for price to fill this to the left, right? Fill this wick up to the left. Yeah, so we'll be looking to take some sells off of that, right? We might continue pushing down after that. We don't know yet. Right, we might take out those lows, continue pushing up, maybe even create a new all-time high on the same monthly candle before we close, right? We don't know. Hey, baba. But for right now, we are coming down, right? We are coming down. So 13 seconds. Actually, let me see how GJ is gonna close real quick. Okay, so GJ closed bullish. I mean, all things considered, this is a good closure, right? This is a good closer. We have, I mean, we're making a bottom wick right now. And if these were other times, you could probably take a sell. Let me see the 30-minute. What's the 30-minute saying? What the dog doing? My sound bites ain't working. I don't know. My headphones ain't working either. I don't know what's going on with my laptop, man. Okay, so yeah, I mean, if we weren't in the market that we're currently in, right? There's just too much momentum to the downside, right? There are too many things saying sells for me to just get into a sell, right? So I mean, if price was just, or if the markets were just quote unquote normal, right? Perhaps I'll get well, this is still 4 hour. This close bullish. If you're rejecting now, well, that would be the take of the highs. Yeah. Sorry, man. Yeah, so yeah, high chance we tap into 196.8 here. All right, high chance we tap 196.8, but even to do that, I'm gonna wait for the bottom wick towards these areas. Right, we tap into these areas and then we can look for those buys on the flip. Right, it's a good pip, it's a good range, about 20 pips. It's a good range, about 20 pips. I probably won't get in on the initial break of the highs. I mean, hopefully we'll have like what I would like to see is like so we tap here and we have like a 5-minute closer above, right? We get that 5-minute closer above, bottom wick, we go up and we go high. But if you're taking this, understand the market we're in, right? Understand the market we're in and the possibility for, you know, some major fuckery. Because like, remember that other trade we took, right? Remember that other trade? You see how price just melted on us for, I mean, what we thought was for no reason, but now we know it was some fundamentals, right? So yeah. So we are in a bearish market. So taking buys, you need to be wary. All right, you need to be careful when you're taking the buys. You have to understand, you can't look at your entries or your trades you can't zoom in too much, so to speak, right? You can't zoom in too much. You gotta consider the large picture. Okay, boom. So now you've tapped into this level. You'll probably see a rejection here, or an initial rejection. Whether that rejection is gonna push us, is gonna push us up, we don't know, right? So there's your rejection. Are we gonna push up or are we gonna continue driving down? Looks like we're gonna continue driving down. I'm okay with that as well, though. I might even what is it? I might even prefer that we just go down instead of getting an entry. Okay. My fault, y'all. Lost in the sauce. I'm gonna be lost in the sauce for about 2 minutes. Give me a second. Okay, all right, we back. Yeah, so you're seeing that rejection now, right? You're seeing that initial rejection. So I'm yeah, I'm bugging, dog. I forgot how to speak. Yeah, it's been a minute, y'all. It's been a minute. All right, so yeah, we're seeing that initial rejection. I'm not gonna take this off the flip. I'll wait for a 5 to close. If this 5 can close, you know, perfectly, right? If we can get this 5-minute closure perfectly above here, right? I'll take the continuation up, right? But keep in mind, very important, we are in a bearish market. We are in a bearish market, and at the end of the day, I am actually looking for the sells long term. But these buys are forming now. All right, we are forming on these buys, so that is a potential. We do have potential for some short-term buys here in about well, in about a few minutes, I'd say, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, 5-minute closure above here. So let's see how this 5 closes. We get that 5-minute close, we'll consider this right here. It's a good amount of pips too, not too bad. 17 pips, not too bad, but not on the flip though. Not on the flip. I need a 5-minute closer. I need a 5-minute closer. Stops, I mean, if you come back down here, you're pretty much done also. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at. Let's see. Let's see. Again, keep in mind, we're in a bearish market. We are in a bearish market, right? And in a bearish market, you do have your pullbacks, right? You do have your pullbacks. That's what I'm saying. Now, let me say this, though. You see how we've been coming down here on the 4, right? We've been coming down here on the 4 since this initial time here, right? Since this initial time. So this is really where we started melting, right? I mean, you had this initial melt. So you had this initial melt sort of consolidated, right? Then you broke that low. This initial melt, right? Then broke that low. Then broke this low, right? Yeah, but yeah, for the most part, this has been most of our drive down. If you notice, as we've been coming down, we've only had, so in terms of forming structure, all right, actually let me see this on the hourly. Let's see. Okay, yeah, you didn't really take those highs, huh? Okay, yeah, so back, I got a bunch of train of thoughts sort of intersecting, my fault. All right, so yeah, if you notice here on the 4, you've been coming down here, you sort of have I mean, what I called sort of liquidity levels, right? So you have this here, you have this here, right? You have sort of stops, right? You have I don't know what terminology should I use for this. I mean, you have money sitting up here, right? You have potential orders sitting up here. So, and as you're coming down, you have a bullish closure, melt, bullish closure, melt, bullish closure, melt, right? So most likely, if you're gonna continue in this fashion, right, to continue to melt like this, you're most likely gonna close bearish here, right? Very highly you're gonna close bearish here. But if our trade ends up playing out, well, even if our trade plays out, we still have, I mean, we still got, we got 40 minutes or 50 minutes left here. I got 50 minutes left for this candle to close, for the 4-hour candle to close. So our trade could play out and we still close bearish. So either or, right? So yeah, so scrap whatever I was about to say. I'm rambling. I got a bunch of thoughts just intersecting each other. Bottom line is, if we do end up closing above here on the 5, we can take these buys short term, right? But I don't believe we're gonna continue pushing up. But yeah, we'll see. We will see. But we are in a bearish market, so if you do hop on the sells as well, keep that in mind. We are in a bearish market. All right, so either enter, you know, lower your risk, or, you know, or just don't take the move, because most likely your long-term move, your bigger move, is gonna come after maybe 9 o'clock, right? So maybe after the 4-hour candle close. So we'll see. We will see. We will see. Is there news? Oh, actually, yeah, there is. So there's news at 8:30. So yeah, there's that as well. There's that as well. So probably not gonna get involved with this. Yeah, because 8:15 about to roll out. So we'll see how the 15-minute closes. 15-minute closes bearish below here. For sure, we're not taking those buys. We're gonna wait for news, but yeah, we'll see. But while we wait for that 15 to close, let's gold dropping though. Ooh, maybe interesting. Okay, so gold did close below here though. Gold did close below here, but we would have been break even already if not at TPs. So right here, break even. Oh, this was not a bad trade, to be honest with you. This was not a bad trade. Not much of a top wick, but you already broke out to the top side and then to the downside. Yeah, that's not a bad trade right there, yo. Yo, we might have just missed the gold trade, but it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. All right, so this weekly, I'm looking to fill the rest of this wick to the downside. All right, looks like that's what we're currently doing right now. So I mean, daily targets, the daily level is about to get hit. Right, but my overall level, or my overall targets, are still a ways away, right? 2350. But you do have this daily level to worry about here. You're about, how many pips out are you? You're about 40-50 pips out, give or take. Right, so I mean, we'll see how that looks like on the lower time frame, but you know, that's still something you can take advantage of, right? This has wicks as well, so it's not like you're just gonna tap into that level and drive off. I mean, you could, but you also couldn't, or you might not as well. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, it's 4-hour. Yeah, it's 4-hour, came up, took out the highs, tapped into this level here. Now we're melting. Right now we're driving down. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, not much to say here. We're driving down. It's just a matter of finding entries. So we have this level, our next level at 2356. Where's the daily level? Is that 2350? The daily level is a little bit higher than the 4-hour level, so keep that in mind. So boom. Yeah, so we have that daily level a little bit higher here, a little bit higher. All right, you also have this, so you got this level here as well, this one here. Okay, interesting. All right. Okay. Yeah, so you have this level here, you have this level of support here. So I mean, if you don't end up driving right now, you would be looking for the 4-hour to close somewhere below here, right? You close below here, you should be good to continue to drive down, fill the rest of this range, or at least towards this daily levels, right? This 2359.5 level. So we'll see what happens there. Move on to the hourly real quick. Yeah, on the hourly, the levels look a lot tighter, right? Yeah, the levels do look a lot tighter on the hourly. See this? Let's see. Okay. So this is the 4-hour level here. This is the daily. This is the daily level. What level is this? That's the daily level, no? Or no, it's not the daily level. That's the 4-hour level. Yeah, it's 4-hour level. Okay. Gotcha. 4-hour level there. And you got the 4-hour level here as well. There, so same thing. Okay. All right, so we're currently in limbo. Okay, actually bring that back. All right, so ideally I mean, you could have had an entry here, right? We could have had an entry here, but we just we weren't looking, right? We weren't here, so c'est la vie on that one. Because you saw that, so you had this consolidation, right? You had this consolidation here, right? You had this consolidation here, right? You broke above, you hit the fake out on the hourly, right? You broke above, and then you broke back down below, right? You broke back down below the range, right? The consolidation. So you didn't just fake out and come back into the consolidation. You broke below the consolidation. So most likely you were gonna continue to drive down and fill the rest of this range, right? I mean, you've already hit what would have been our BE levels minimum, right? So this would most likely be our BE. It's 40 pips in, so most likely TPs as well, right? Yeah, so TPs as well. Runners, if you were gonna keep runners, would probably go down here, but yeah, so this move is already played out, so there's nothing for us to have here, right? Nothing for us to have on that move, but we'll see what happens, huh? We'll see what happens. Maybe we can get something else. Maybe we can get something else. Yeah, let's see what going, yo. Let's see what going. Hey, I mean, at this point, if I'm taking buys, I mean, I need a 4-hour close for the buys regardless, but yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, we don't got much traffic today, but that's to be expected. Was to be expected. That's to be expected. That's what happens when you don't show up for a while. YouTube sort of says to hell with your live stream. I mean, but it's just to be expected, though. It's to be expected. There you are. All right. See what GJ doing. Hello. What's my
What the dog doing?
Yeah, none of my sound bites are active. All right, so call me Mystic Mac, right? So we ended up rejecting off this level, right? We held support right there. Now let's see if we can get a 5-minute. There's news in. Yeah, there's news in a bit. So this is why we didn't take the flip, right? This is why we didn't take the flip. You really want to close above that level first. You want to close above that level first. It's 15. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. But that's why we weren't gonna take that off of the flip, right? So I were gonna take that off of the flip because of the probability or the possibility of this happening was pretty high in a bearish market, right? Yeah, so a move like this is pretty high. Possibility for a move like this pretty high in a bearish market once you're trying to take the buys, right? But I mean, this is still forming nicely to take buys. This is still forming nicely to take buys. It's just, I mean, we got news rolling around in about 10 minutes. So regardless, even if we have a 5-minute closer above, I'm not really gonna take that just because we got news lurking. What exactly is news? Jobless claims. I mean, there are a bunch of things here, but jobless claims doesn't do a lot. you know, recently. But we got GDP growth rate for quarter 2. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the news does for us. We'll see what the news does for us. Yeah, this move would have been nice though. It would have been a quick one. I might not have entered just because of that bottom top wick. I might have needed a, like, I mean, in hindsight it's easy to just look at this and be like, okay, we came up, grab liquidity, right? We came up above the consolidation, grab liquidity, came back down, faked out, right? So most likely you're gonna feel the rest of that range going down, right? You don't really need a top wick. It's easy to say that hindsight, but in the moment, I most likely would have waited for this top wick first. And yeah, probably missed the move regardless. So Santiago. Yeah. What's that dude's name? Homie was popular back then. Oh man, what's his name? Yo, man, them were bumping his shit. Spanish boy. Iglesias, yeah? Yeah, Iglesias, Enrique Iglesias. Yeah, homie was really, he had bangers, bro. He had bangers back in the day. Some Spanish bangers. We didn't even know what he was saying. We was just vibing out. Yeah, I got a lot of levels here. Let me clean this up. But basically you can see while going, right? You can see, yeah. Damn, if that 5 closes above, I'ma be jealous. Not jealous, what's the word? I don't know. Yeah, it's tempting. It would be tempting to take, but not advisable. Minute left. Let's see. 1 minute left. See you, Goldie coming up. All right, you're starting to see some volume on gold. I mean, comics open, right? 820. Plus, you're about to have news, so gold might just be setting up for the news here. So get ready. You got that pre-news volume. Curious to see how GJ is gonna close. Gonna close bullish, huh? Okay. Yeah, we called that level on the dot. We called that level. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna close bullish here, it seems, on the 5, right? So this is the bullish closure I wanted a while ago. I can't really take this now though. Yeah, very high chance you're gonna fill up this range to 196.8. Okay, let's see how we close though. 3 to 1. So we close bullish above. Most likely you're gonna fill up this range. I can't really take that entry though. All right, can't really take that because we got news in a bit. News could do anything here. Hey, Baba. Yeah, news could do anything here, so we'll wait that out. Yeah, look at that John fly going up without a bottom wick too. Diabolical, absolutely diabolical. Yeah. is this level? Top wick? I don't know. Yeah, so let's see what's going on. Let's see what goes on. See what's going on with the dog doing. All right, so we're gonna wait here for about 3 minutes. All right, we're gonna wait for 8:30. Hey, my foil. And we're gonna wait for 8:30 here. Let's see what the news does. I'll be back. What is that? 30. All right. Yo, Bible. There she blows. There she blows. All right. Well, we would have been on the right side of the GJ pump at least. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah. Yeah, if there was no news, we would have taken this. We would have taken this right here. This would have been nice, right? Yeah. Hey, good to see we still got it though. We still got the analysis on deck though, right? So that's nice. Yeah, absolutely brazy. Yeah, driving up here. Yeah, if this is gonna be long term, I don't know, but we'll see. Coming off of the volume though, yeah, let's focus on gold for this. Yeah, off this news volume, let's see what we can get on gold. Let's see what we can get on Goldie. So how did that news actually come out? Numbers are still loading for some reason. All right, so we got positive, negative, positive, positive, negative, positive. How many positives did I just count? What was that, like 4 and 3 negatives? All right, so we have what? Yeah, mostly positive. What the fuck just happened? What just happened? Oh, okay. Yeah, so we have mostly positive news here, mostly positive. We got a few negative as well, but mostly positive, which means gold should be going down. Yeah, okay. Okay. So previous 30 closed back inside the range, inside this consolidation. Inside this consolidation range. Let's see, how can we capitalize off of this volume though? So this is gonna continue pushing down here. Hold up, daily. Where's my daily level? Okay, coming down. This goes below 4. So your safest bet here would be to wait for the 4, but you have this much volume, right? You got this volume here from news now, so why let this go to waste, right? Okay, so 30, 15. All right, close below. Let me see. Okay, so I'm looking at a potential sells if we close below here. All right, we close below here on the 5 without driving. We got potential sells here. So look alive. Look alive. Look alive. In terms of stops, again, I mean, yeah, this 4-hour flip, this is basically your top wick, right? If you're gonna drive down. So if you end up going back up there, you got issues. All right, 5-minute about to close. Let's see if we can close below here on the 5. We're gonna get into that sell. If we can close below here on the 5, we're gonna take those sells. Let's see what can we do with this Goldie. It's 2383. We're loading up, loading up, loading up, loading all up. Your safest entries here, most definitely would be to wait for the 4. Most definitely. All right, but yeah, you got volume here. All right, you got volume here. It does make sense to go to the down. Okay, this has to close with a bottom wick. We need a bottom wick. No bottom wick. Yeah, tough. Okay, you have volume though. You have volume, so yeah, that's a tough one. Do we have a top wick? Okay, we have a top wick, right? If we take out this low again, if we take that low out, if we take out that low again, I'll take a sell. Vantage point is how many pips? 15 pips, not terrible. Yeah, most likely you take out this low at least. Yeah, so if we take out this low again, I'll take a sell. Or you can have a sell stop there if you want, right? Let's see. Cool. So when you reject it, or you're rejected anyways. Got volume out the wazoo. Okay. Let's see if you keep on rejecting here. Yeah, if we flip on this 5, I'll take a sell for sure. Well, not flip. If we I mean, the flip would be better. I guess the flip would be better vantage point wise. All right, in terms of the vantage point, the flip would be better, but yeah, I can't really take the flip with what's going on right now. Can't really take the flip of that. Let me see. All right, 3 minutes left. Yeah, 3 minutes left. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, if you can have a sell stop, I'd say have a sell stop, because you might get slipped, or you might not be able to get, like, if you flip here on this 5, you might just drive straight through, right? So you might not even be able to get into the entry on time. You might not be able to catch that on time. Okay, coming down here. You flipped once. Okay. I mean, as long as the 5 closes below here, we still have opportunities, right? But let me see. Because this is a volume play, right? It's not just, we're taking this off of volume here. What was that? Okay, let's see. Boom. Yeah. So looks like volume. I mean, let's see. Let's see. Let's see if you hold support. Let's see if we're gonna hold support or not. So 5 minutes. 5 minutes left. What's GJ doing? What the dog doing? Yeah, look at that. That would have been crazy, no? Damn. What they say, you miss 100% of the chances you don't take. I mean, it was sort of, I mean, how do I say this, right? This played out exactly how we thought it would on GJ, right? But if you don't have an entry, you don't have an entry. Sometimes you can call the move to a T, but if you don't have an entry, you don't have an entry, bro. And yes, we had this 5 minute closer above, which is what I was looking for. But then the next 5 minute, at the end of the next 5 minute was gonna be news, and news, we don't know what news is gonna do, right? So yeah, that one is just, it is what it is, huh? Yeah, this 5 minute gonna close above, or sorry, gonna close yeah, above this support right here. So yeah, it looks like the entries are done on gold, so no entries for us on gold. We're gonna have to wait this one out. Gonna have to wait this one out. Okay, so there goes your 5 closer on gold. Looks like you may be coming up here. I'm not sure how to take these buys, if we were gonna take buys. I mean, you got your level right here too. At this level right here too. Okay, so yeah, nothing yet. Nothing, no entries per se. No entries per se, yeah. Let me just move some of these levels around. I see what's happening on like the 5 for GJ. Okay, it's a weird candle. That's a weird candle. Interesting. Yeah, if this 4 hour, if we close bullish on this 4, you close bullish on this 4, we might be coming up. We might be coming up to take out these highs here, right? Grab some liquidity before we continue to push down. That is a possibility. That is a possibility. And what else is a possibility? I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration to make the lady sing the blues. I am the thought to make an idea right. So that you can know your left from your right. I am the box, the bullet, and the turn. Sorry. I had to drop a little 8-bar for him one time. One time for the one time. One time for the one time. Yeah. Damn, that would have been a nice trade to return to. Nice trade on the stream back. All right. That would have been nice. But alas, it was not meant to be. Okay, so now we're trading in these areas here, right? Okay. To the left. The hourly or 30. 30. Hmm. 15-minute by the close. Damn. Okay. It's a lot. It's a lot to consider here. Let's see, it's hourly here, huh? Yeah. Where's the 30? Higher or lower? Okay. Yeah, there's a lot to consider here, y'all. It's a lot to consider here. Yeah, most likely I'm gonna wait for this 4-hour to close, right? Most likely I'm gonna wait for this 4-hour to close. Your best entries are already gone, right? Yeah, our best entries would have been this initial push here, right? News helped us out, took us all the way up. Boom, that's about, yeah, 60 pips plus. Close bearish, flip. Yeah, you're coming back down here though. All right, looks like you grab liquidity to come back down, but we'll see. I would prefer for this candle to flip and close bearish though, because then I can just hit sell. All right, because if this 4-hour flips, closes bearish, we're most likely just gonna keep on melting here. So yeah, I just need to close bearish on this 30. Bearish on the hourly would be nice as well. Not needed, but it would be nice. All right. Okay, let's see what happens here. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see what happens. All right, 15-minute just close. Yeah, diabolical close around the 15 for GJ, so we waiting on that one. Gold, also a diabolical closure on gold. Interesting. Yeah, looks like this is gonna be a 9 o'clock thing minimum. So yeah, gonna wait for 9 o'clock. Gonna wait for 9 o'clock and we'll see what well, no, I'm not going anywhere actually. I'll stick around. I want to see how price actually forms here. Man, we're coming down here though. 15.30 hourly. On both pairs, I would like sells, man. I would prefer the sells on both pairs. It's 15 coming up without a bottom wick on GJ. Might just fill the wick, might not. We will see. Maybe sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Yeah. All right. All right, he just flipped on the 15. He just flipped on the 15. All right, 30. Yeah, I'm gonna be right back, y'all. Be right back. Y'all vibe out. I'll be back before we close, though. I'll be back like 3 minutes before we close. I'll see what's going on. All right, we back. Let's see what the dog doing. Let's see what the dog doing. All right. So gold here. Gold here not doing much. Yeah, it's interesting to see how this is gonna close. Hopefully we can close below, right? And we can continue taking those sells to the downside. Now that we've made this top wick though, if we close below, I don't think well, I guess you do still have this level to be worried about here. Yeah, I mean, we got 1 minute left. What are the chances we close bearish in 1 minute, right? On the hourly anyways, but we'll see. We will see, because you are still gonna close bearish below this 4-hour level here, right? So you are gonna close below there. You're gonna close bearish below there. Let me see. Yeah, you're not in. Yeah, there's no daily levels around here, hourly. But then you have another 4 right there. Yeah, let's see how we close here though. Let's see how we close. If we can close below 2368 here, well, most likely we're not going to, but if we could, then we'll take the sells off rip. But for now, we gotta wait at least probably a 5-minute closure. As for GJ, things are looking good to take these buys up. Let me see, what level are we in, or are we contesting right now? Are we back in a range? Let me see. So that's this, right? Okay, so it looks like we're gonna close into a range here on GJ. All right, so these buys are not looking too bad. These buys are not looking terrible here. All right, these buys are not looking terrible. Okay, let me see. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take the buys on GJ off of this flip. If we flip on GJ, I'm gonna be in these buys here. Let me see where the 4-hour level is real quick. So 4-hour level about here. Goes into the range. Okay. Can't really do that. You might come down, take these lows out. Okay. Damn. I'm trying to be in these buys, but yeah, I'm a little slow here, as you can see. Yeah, I'm gonna A3. I'm gonna get in these buys. If we take out those highs again, I'll get in the buys. If we take out those highs again, I'll get in the buys. And we're not in yet. We're waiting to take out these highs. As soon as we take out these highs, I'll be in the buys here. And still not in the buys. Boom. Okay, right there. Just got into some buys right there. Let's see if we can push up here. Let's see if we can drive up here. Vantage point right now. I mean, basically the fill of this wick, but probably 197.8. Right, 197.8. That's where you have your next rejection, really. All right, your next rejection area. So a little bit lower, maybe. So 197.819. Yeah, so 197.82, that's our current vantage point, right? That's about what is that? That's about 14 pips. Full TPs, I mean, we want to fill this range, right? We want to fill this range on the 4. So take out these highs. So full TPs are looking at, we're looking at 197 point well, 198 really. Yeah, 198 flat. Or 197.97. So same thing really, but yeah. You don't forget to put in your stops, y'all. Don't forget to put in your stops. Fool me once, huh? Fool me once, fool me once. 0.816 TP 197 197.97. Okay, so let's see. We're coming up here. We are coming up here. Yeah, we're coming up here. BE is 197.819. Keep that in mind. 97.19. Yeah, if we take out those highs again, we should hit BE areas. Go stop low. 197.683. Okay, so right there, I'm gonna go BE. I'm gonna move to BE and make this a risk-free trade. Right, full TPs. I got full TPs at what is it, at this 4-hour level basically, right? I got full TPs at this 4-hour level, because I am expecting we're gonna tap in there and then reject. Okay, we might have. Okay, I'm gonna close full right there. I'm gonna close full right there. Why I close full? We didn't quite tap into that 4-hour level, but we did just take out that high, right? We did just take out that high. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. The thing is, right, this could continue running up here. High chance, right? There is a possibility this continues to run up here. But yeah, so boom. So now you're seeing that, yeah, you see that push there? That would have been full actual TPs, right? That would have been actual TPs getting hit, and we'll be out of that trade. So this is all I'm expecting from this move. If we continue pushing up, which we are right now, it just is what it is, right? It just is what it is. Yeah, but yeah, that's my move, y'all. That's my move. That's the move for the day. That's the move for the day. That is the move for the day. Now, again, you see how we've been coming down here? If you're still holding this, I would say move your stops a little bit more into profit and have your full TPs be these highs right here. Right, so 198.6, right? You want to see 198.6 as your TPs at this point, right? Because if you're gonna continue pushing up here, remember what I said, if you look at the 4-hour, you sort of have this pit stops, you have some checkpoints. On your way down, you will have like a 4-hour bullish close, then continue down, bullish close, continue down. So these are sort of checkpoints, right, for price to sort of trace back into, to grab liquidity, to drive down further, right? So now these are now your levels, or these are now your checkpoints, right? These are now your TPs, right? So you're coming up here, you're still coming up, so you could come up here, take out these highs and come down, or you could just come take out these highs, a little bit of rejection, continue towards this high, right? Or you could just boom boom, right? You never know, right? So at this point, you could just come all the way up here to 203 levels, right? So it's just a matter of what price wants to do. But for now, I've taken the most of that position, and yeah, that's pretty much it for me, y'all. That's pretty much it for me. That is pretty much it for me. Okay, so with that being said, well, let me go back to the. All right, first trade back in a while. We got a dub. Happy about that. Thank God. All right. There you go. Cool. But yeah, first trade back in a while. Got the quick dubs. Let me see. Let me just add that to the me add that to the record real quick. Actually, before I add that to the record, let me see what gold's doing. We might be able to take, I mean, if we see something as soon as we open gold, we'll look to start taking that. But if not, then c'est la vie, right? And I'm so tired today, man. What the hell? Okay, hourly. Yeah, so my fault. Yeah, so nothing is standing out on gold right now. It looks like we're gonna push up and fill this range potentially. Yeah, you might push up and fill that range potentially, but yeah, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I really don't know. I do not know. Yeah, you're still sort of in limbo with gold, but yeah. But let me just, I'm just gonna put this into the, what's it called? Just called. Yeah, the record, and we'll be out of here. So finally we got a positive P&L, or not P&L, but win-loss ratio on stream for the month. That's, we improved to 37 and 12 on the stream. Nice. Okay, cool. Trades taken. That was a GJ trade. Good to be back on GJ, huh? Good to be back on GJ. It's been a minute since our since that trade did us dirty, but it's been a minute. Okay, GJ. Let me see, how many pips was that as well? How many pips was that? Let me see. That was price TP, nope, 0.683. That was what is this, 29 pips. Yeah, that was 29 pips. 29 pips. Not too bad, huh? Not too shabby. Might as well round it up. Nice whole number. Nice little 30 pips. So current profits, currently we are at, because remember I said I took a little bit what's it? I took a little bit let this John load real quick. I took some trades off stream, right, during the week, so we were able to come out of our little pit right there. Let me see. So current profits are 130, and what is that percentage wise? What is that? Quick math. I don't know what that math is. Let me get my calculator. Let me see, 400. That's about 32%. Cool. All right. So we're working our way up here. To, you know, to the targets. Yeah, GJ is still pushing up here. GJ is still pushing up. Yeah, I mean at this point, with this 4-hour closure and everything, I mean, I do think we're still gonna come down here eventually, but I do think minimum, if you're still in this trade, of course, I mean, start to manage, because now you've sort of formed this support on what is this, on the minute, right? You sort of formed that support on the minute now, so you know, what is this? Yeah, so you sort of formed that support on a minute now, so you wanna start managing your position here, right? You wanna either move your stops a little bit, right? You could move your stops a little bit higher up here, right? Maybe towards around these areas here, right? Move your stops a little bit. But full TPs for me, if I was still in this, full TPs for me would have been around here. So these highs, so 198.58, 198.6. Right, but yeah, we're done for the day though. I'll look at gold again at maybe around 9:30, 10 o'clock, see if anything forms. And yeah, we'll see what happens from there though. We'll see what happens from there. Yeah, I'm looking to continue taking these sells going down on gold though. I'm looking to continue taking these sells going down. But this, you see, I mean, even though this closed respecting, we did still come up, grab liquidity, still close below, right? Lower lows. We've been making lower lows here, so still you got a chance that you're most likely still gonna continue driving down here, right? So if you can get maybe a, let me see, let's say a 30-minute closer. Yeah, 30-minute closer below here, and I could play this range right here. Yeah, if this 30-minute candle flips, we close below here, you could play this range. It's not a bad range. Yeah, 20 pips, not terrible. But yeah, we'll see how that works though. But for now, that's pretty much it for me, y'all. Another day, another successful trade, thank God. And yeah, expect the short. That's probably gonna be next week though, because shorts don't do too well on Friday. Well, I guess I shouldn't care that much, but yeah, I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on that today, and I'll either let that one fly tomorrow or next week. Yeah. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Again, apologies I wasn't here for the beginning of the week. It is what it is. You know what I mean? This ain't the main thing at the moment, but yeah, we're working on. Hopefully it becomes the main thing at some point. But yeah. We chilling. All right. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you got anything of value. We're back again. Hopefully I'll be here tomorrow. Hopefully. Yeah, but we're back again. What is it? Monday to Friday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, 12:30 p.m. Watts. That's West African time. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. And with that being said, peace.